So great news today, Sonos released their AirPlay2 support for some, but not all of their speakers. So you're going to get this on the Sonos One, the Play Base, the Play 5 2nd gen, and of course the upcoming Beam, which is kind of a smaller version of the Play Base. So this is really great. It does the AirPlay 2, so you're going to be able to do the multi-room audio in an Apple ecosystem, but it also means that you get to actually integrate this into your HomeKit setup. And that means you're going to be able to use Apple's digital assistant Siri to be able to do things like ask your music to play everywhere, to play in certain rooms, to transfer between speakers. Really cool stuff. Let's take a look at setting this up. If you've already got Sonos speakers, this is as easy as updating your Sonos app and then just logging in. You'll immediately be given a Sonos update available. Please update to the latest Sonos controller app. You may have limited functionality until the update is complete. Of course, that's fine. You're not going to be able to listen to music while this is going. So again, Sonos Update 9, audio during update is going to be a problem. I will skip over the whole update process, little video magic, get to the end. It was painless. No issues at all. Of course, music didn't stream while I was doing this, but that's okay. It's a maintenance thing, right? So going through this, we can see the initial setup is really easy, and it gives us this little pop-up window and says, if you want to use AirPlay 2, you just swipe up from the bottom of your iPad, and you're going to be able to see these as an advertised speaker now. So if we flip over to the music app, we'll just play something here. I don't even care really what it is. Let's grab something from the chill mix here, and we will grab first song. So Tracy Chapman, The Promise. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to click on that little, the radio button, and you see right now it's going to system capture, of course, because I'm recording this video, but you'll see now we've also got the living room, the games room. In the living room, I've got it in there twice. So the two ones that look like HomePods are actually HomePods. The one below that looks like a speaker, that of course is the living room speaker. So if I wanted to select multiples of those, I can do that as well. Super easy. So the next thing we want to do is to get this added into HomeKit so we can use our Siri support. And if you go into the Sonos help, you can see there's a nice little article on here. I'll put that in the video below. And this is super easy. You're basically going to go open your Apple Home app. You're going to click on the Add Accessory. And this is a little bit different than what we're used to because we don't have a code or can't scan. And then we just click on it. There is no HomeKit code needed here to put this into the right room. So because these are a pair of Sonos One speakers, they come into HomeKit as a single speaker, as a single instance, which is kind of cool. So I'm getting full Sonos stereo, but I only get to see this as a single device within my HomeKit. I put that in a room, and that's it. That's all that I need to worry about other than giving it a meaningful name. So if I want to access it directly for any reason, I can do that and just notify, if I have multiple AirPlay 2 speakers. Again, naming's always important. Always do that. It will save you pain later. So once we put that in the room, we'll just go over to the living room itself to take a look at what this looks like within the Apple Home app. And you can see here that I have that living room Sonos speakers have been added in. I can tap on them. I can click on the details. I can move them around to a different room if that's what I need to do. Right? Pretty simple. You can see as a comparison, we've got the HomePod in the same room. So I'm going to definitely split these up. I don't want these in the same room. But the nice thing is you can have everything available in here. So now let's take a look at this in real life. So hopefully this is going to come out okay. If you swipe down from the top, you can see over on the left-hand side, you get this menu. And right now I'm playing this only on the TV itself. I can flip down, and hopefully you guys can tell the difference here. I'm going to flip this over to the Sonos speakers. And bam, look at that. Sonos speaker is up, and now I can even control the volume directly from the Apple TV remote. If I want to, I can also turn on the living room speakers at the same time. So now the volume doesn't allow me to control everything. And if you listen closely, you can hear that the music doesn't quite match up. So I'm thinking there is definitely some software improvements to see on this. I got to do a little more testing to see if this is a result of perhaps me having too many AirPlay devices at the same time, having them in the same room. A combination, is it HomePod with the Apple TV with, so there's some things to play around with. This is early days of AirPlay 2, and this is really one of the first devices on the market that is a non-Apple device that has fully released support for AirPlay 2. So there are bugs to be expected. This should get sorted out quickly. One of the other things I wanted to talk about is the Siri integration. So now that I've put this in my Apple Home, I'm going to be able to address this and say things like play in the living room, and it's now going to be playing in the living room. Or if I wanted to, I could say play it in the games room or anywhere else that I've got an Apple AirPlay 2 compatible speaker. Or I could say play this everywhere, and it will play everywhere in that entire house, which is pretty amazing. Of course, I can also just say, hey, stop. And stops everywhere. So this is pretty cool to say the least. I'm super impressed that not only did Sonos pre-announce and say they would have this done in July, but it's done at the beginning of July, right? They have delivered on their promises. I'm really looking forward to picking up a Sonos Beam and integrating this in, kind of moving things around and playing more with this. So as I learn more, as more updates come out, I'll definitely produce more content. What do you guys think? Questions, comments, anything I missed? Put those in the comments below, and I will definitely get to those as soon as I can. Likes, shares, always appreciated. Please do that. It really does help me to continue producing content. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you haven't already, why not? And as always, if you want to learn a little more about how to make your house just a little bit smarter using Apple HomeKit, please check in the video details. There is a coupon to my Udemy course where I go in more depth into a lot of this content. Thanks.